I don't think everybody's meant to play at all. I think you have to bring a certain type of kid here, and it's a special type of kid. And I'm very selective about it. The coach is very, very selective about who he offers and who we decide to bring in here. So I think it's a lot of getting to know guys and building relationships, and that's hard in this profession because of time. You know, with the job, the amount of hours that you work, and with the football part of it, and then you even have the guys that you have, your players and the guys that you recruited, your family at home. So, you know, it's not as easy as people think to build relationships in this profession because of the time restraints, and you have to make an effort.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
Damian, we hear so much about Duke and Sammy and Ricardo and also the freshmen, but what about the guys kind of right there in the middle between them with Tony Stevens and Dominic Walker?
You know, they're good. You know, these guys are working hard. You know, the young guys still getting bigger, stronger. I think Tony's up to 200 pounds, Dominic maybe 215, 218. They're guys that's done a great job. You know, we have some, and you know, I have experience now, and I'm happy. I have experience, I have depth. And I think that Tony has done an outstanding job. I think Sammy has become a great leader on his football team. He's teaching them how to work. And, you know, when you get these young guys out of high school, everyone goes through growing pains. You know, Sammy's not the same player he was 3 years ago. Sure. Not even close. Nikhil's not the same player he was 3 years ago. Quan Bray is not the same player he is 3 years ago. One thing that I've learned coaching not quarterbacks, but wideouts now, is development is crucial in these guys. It's very rare that you get these young receivers that are able to come in and play early.
Sure.
Because of development, mentally and physically, that it takes to play this position at a high level. And so once you get them 2 or 3 years in the system, you know, if you can keep them around that long and develop them, and you have guys ahead of those guys to bring them along, you're going to be fine. And I think last year, a bunch of those guys were forced into play without any experience in the show. And so hopefully we can just create depth at that position and keep guys stacked. So you have older guys, you bring in younger guys, you develop those guys and bring them along. And I think that's going to be important in this process of developing these guys and getting them ready to play.
What are you expecting out of Marcus this season?
Marcus is Marcus. You know, Marcus make plays. That's what I just said. I said Marcus is the guy no one talks about, but this kid is very productive. You know, he's very productive, and he came in as a true freshman and made some huge plays in big games, and that's uncommon. That's uncommon. He's one of those rare freshmen that come in with the right mindset, with the maturity that it takes to be great, the work ethic that he needed. And, you know, Marcus would go out after practice and catch the jug machine every day. And then some of his teammates started joining him, and he was a true freshman. You didn't have juniors and seniors out there. You had a true freshman.
Oh, he was doing this last year.
He was doing it last year. And then some of the guys, you know, they started. So Marcus is one of the hardest workers. He's very detailed about what he do. He's very intelligent. He's learned to play that slot receiver better. You know, coming in out of high school as a quarterback, so it's new to him playing receiver, and he's been a Jordan coach. He's been a Jordan coach. Marcus is awesome.